song. It's so good. I'm so happy. This is amazing. I'm so happy.
In this fight before it even began. Oh, damned if we knew what home even meant.
Hey everyone, I'm Hanees and you're listening to the hottest thing on campus, Radio Heatwave. So today we have a very special guest. He was born and raised in a little red dot. Lincoln Lim is a 28-year-old songster with 14 years of experience under his belt. His new single, Home, is a song accompanied by a multidisciplinary experience of the same title, exploring Singapore's duality of process and preservation through the stories of Tang Lin Halt, the site of Singapore's biggest redevelopment since 1999. Home is now available on all music streaming platforms. And with that, let's welcome our homegrown singer-songwriter, Lincoln Lim. Hey!
Hey, thanks for having me. I think this is super special for me today because talking about home, it's like I went to school at NP. I've skipped lectures a million times at the Radio Wave booth. I'm not gonna lie, and I've seen like some amazing friends just become themselves, like Joshua Simon, like Nami Yo. I've seen them just kind of start literally where you are, and for myself as well, finding my own music. So like to have this on the day that I'm launching the song is so good. I'm so happy. This is amazing. I'm so happy.
We're all super excited for you to be here. All right, so with that, let's dive deeper into what Home is about. So could you tell us a little bit more about your creative process while writing this song?
It started out when I was writing kind of this series of collaborations I was doing with like local artists and not so local artists. And I wrote this song, like this very bare beginnings of the song in the verse when I was writing for this person called Nicholas Chim, who was one of Singapore's first folk musicians. And I wanted to do a collaboration. The thing about him is that what's really interesting is that he is currently living in Germany. He's born and bred here, was living in Germany, and then he has this whole experience of kind of being away from home. And for me as well, like always traveling and always trying to like go overseas and play, I felt like we had this idea of like losing our own identity. This song expands into this big thing about just kind of where we are as a Singaporeans, like this whole identity crisis where progress and preservation are two parts of us because we keep moving forward. At the same time, we keep looking back. And it's just, that's how it all kind of spiraled into the mess of 5 months that it took to make this thing. So I'm so happy that it's out and everyone can see it.
Yeah, I listened to it a lot. I really loved it because I think when I was listening to it, it reminded me a lot about my grandfather, actually. Yeah, it gives me like a very warm, fuzzy feeling. In fact, I actually wore like a baju kurung today to show
Oh,
you.
there you go. I am so touched, dude. That's crazy. Like
Love the
that's
song.
exactly what I'm looking to do. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so beautiful. You look great, by the way. That's
Thank
a beautiful
you. You
color.
look great too. So with that, what is your definition of home?
Well, that's a great question. I think that, especially in Singapore and especially for me, like we get the opportunity often to find different homes, like to go, and see different things. So like, I mean, for me, I would say that for my music in a lot of ways, Melbourne is home for me because I found some of my tightest audiences over there, some of the best performing moments, and to a very big degree, Bali is home for my soul because it's where I go to kind of like in the pre-COVID days, is where I went to kind of go and just kind of recharge and just to kind of like just the people there just resonate really strongly with me. But in so many ways, like in the context of the song, Singapore is this thing that you can never, like if you're growing up here, you can't ever kind of get away from like how integral that is to who you are as a person. Yeah, that's kind of what home is to me. I mean, it's this constantly evolving thing that's also really stable and still inside you always.
Hmm. Why did you not apply this for like this year's National Day song?
Yeah.
I'll support that.
Well, that's funny because my cousin did last year's one, so that would be completely nepotism, I would say. I think that would be horrible. Oh dear.
But it would be totally dope. I'm not...
Yeah, yeah. Well, keep it in the family. Keep it in the family.
Tanglin Halt holds a very like strong legacy. It's a place with a lot of history and memorable places. So what is one legacy that you'd like to leave behind?
Wow, you really good questions today. Good job, Hanees.
Thank you.
Um, Okay, a legacy I'd like to leave behind. I think more than anything, I'm in this weird place now. I'm not gonna lie. I think we all are in the time of pandemic where we're doing things we didn't expect to do. We're doing classes from home. I'm doing four jobs. It's a weird little situation. But and this year looks to be even weirder with a lot of new changes coming in. So I think what I'd like to leave behind in is that is the proof that through um, instability and volatility that by sticking to, like you can take any turn you want, but by keeping the eyes on the same goal, which is obviously to try and help to make this industry a little bit better. That's for me. That you can get there, that you can make it a possibility that like a kid can tell a mom, like, hey, I want to be a musician, and the mom's not gonna react like, oh, that's a horrible idea. And instead go like, yeah, you know what? I know three, so I think it's possible. Like as in,
Yeah,
it's within the realm of possibility. So I think so if I can do that, that's a life well lived. I think.
I think you can. In
I
this day
agree.
and age, I feel like anything is possible as long as we try.
There you go. That's the energy we need. That's what we need. Hanees for president. Let's not look further. It's beautiful. I'm so happy. I met the future president
Oh
today.
wow.
I'm glad.
Well,
Yeah.
then I've heard the new National Day song then.
Well, okay, okay. Well, if you become president, then it'll be a cheating way to get in. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll make it
Well,
happen.
we'll take it. All right, so now we're gonna play a little bit like a short segment of a blast to the past.
Okay,
Okay, so if we
okay.
put back if we go back to Lincoln back in secondary school, so what is your favorite activity or place to go to after school in primary or secondary school?
That's so interesting that you said that because so this is my house and I moved into here in pandemic, and literally right outside the window is my secondary school. So
Whoa.
so like it's really interesting you said that because I am looking at where I used to go, right? Which is this old block of flats at Dover. I went to Fairfield, right? And this old block of flats, which is no longer there. So now it's just like greenery. So it's like I don't want to bring it back, but like that again is like, like that's the song, right? But yeah, so I used to go to this old block of flats. We would grab. We would be able to get like really good Hokkien mee. It's an old it's next to where ACSI is, and I remember just saving all my money and buying like dual masters cards because that's how old I am, and and yeah. So I think that's a really good memory, and even coming to like where my block is like right now, where I'm staying in that because it was such a nice place to have lunch. So yeah, that's where I went in secondary school. So yeah, where I am now.
That is very interesting. So now that we've looked back on the
Right.
past few, what can we look forward to in the future?
Well, I'm looking over the next few months to really just let everyone know about home, encourage people to go to Tanglin Hall. That's never gonna go away, and that's really exciting to have people to be able to go there before the demolition starts. And after that, we're looking to add an EP, which is currently being recorded. So we're gonna go, bit by bit, and I'm looking forward to releasing that out. That's gonna be a mix of like really old songs which I kept, and it's just hidden away, and I brought it out again. It's like, oh shoot, I forgot I did this, and that's just such a great thing for me, and it's become like this. The EP, I'm not gonna say the name. I have to stop myself. I'm like Tom Holland, it just comes out. But the EP is again like a homage to Singapore. It has some of my favorite bar musicians, which I feel
Oh,
like they don't get enough love. Like people like Suraf Godfrey, people like Joanna Lim, Simon Yong. These folks don't get enough love, and they're like literally people that you can go out and watch at a bar on Friday, and it's a beautiful night. They make it wonderful. So I want to celebrate that with this new EP. Yeah,
I'm excited.
thank
Ooh,
you.
I'm pumped, man.
I'm so
All
excited to
right.
get it done. Yeah,
With that, thank you so much, Lincoln Lim, for agreeing to be in today's interview.
thank
So
you so much for
everyone,
having me.
so don't forget to stream Home. It's available on all streaming platforms. It's an amazing song, and I believe that you should play it on repeat.
And check out the website as well, www.hometanglenhot.com.